we built a lot of gaming setups on this channel, and honestly, we're kind of tired of doing the same boring meta setups over and over again.
You know, I've been thinking about that recently. I really want to use a gaming setup with a muzzle. Or maybe even have a mouse pad that if it's broken could turn into a dangerous weapon.
I mean, and honestly, headphones, I'm kind of getting tired of wearing them. I want something that just goes around my whole entire body.
You know what? I think that's actually possible, and in today's video we have all of those things plus some other ones to show you guys how weird you can make a gaming setup, but maybe it won't be weird. Maybe you'll actually fall in love with some of this stuff, and we're gonna dive into it after a word from today's sponsor.
If you carry a laptop, camera gear, handheld gaming PC, or just a bunch of devices, then you know a normal power bank just doesn't cut it sometimes. That's where today's video sponsor Sharge comes in with the Sharge 170 power bank. The Sharge 170 packs a 24,000 milliamp hour battery with up to 170 watts of total output, so it's powerful enough to charge everything from your phone to power-hungry laptops. It features two USB-C ports capable of up to 140 watts and a USB-A port, so you can fast charge up to 3 devices at the same time. It even features a low current mode, which provides safe and optimized charging for your low current devices such as earbuds, smartwatches, or wristbands to full capacity. One feature I really like is the built-in smart display. Instead of just guessing how much battery you have, it shows your battery percentage, charging speed, power input and output, and estimated recharge time in real time, meaning you can go from empty to around 50% in 20 minutes, so you're not waiting around all day to use it again. It's also built for travel, with an IP66 water resistant rating, an airline-friendly 86.4 watt-hour battery, and loads of built-in electrical protection features. If you're looking for one portable battery that can keep your entire setup charged throughout the day, then look no further than the Sharge 170. Big thanks to Sharge for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
Alright guys, so this video was brought to us by, well, Zack, the guy right here behind the camera. This was his idea, mainly because, well, he, as a peripheral guy, he does know a lot more about obscure, like, non-meta peripherals that we normally don't think about, and when planning this, he really picked out a lot of ones that, well, we had to beg some companies for, and also purchase ourselves to get this full setup together. Now, Zack, what was your inspiration for this?
I wanted it to be freak mode. I wanted them to see every aspect of the setup and be like, what's the purpose? Why would somebody want this? What's the use case? And I think we did it.
So how we're gonna do this video is Zack's gonna be handing us parts for this setup. We actually have a desk already, which I will say isn't very obscure, but it is a Secret Lab desk, the Magnus Pro, which will be in another video, so stay subscribed for that. We already built this as a way to house all our stuff, because we had an original idea with a smaller desk, but then we started looking at the stuff, it wasn't gonna fit. That tells you what we're in store for with this video. But Zack, let's go ahead and start with the first product. What do you wanna put on this desk first?
I think we should start with the monitor because it's going to be the largest piece of the setup and take a little bit of time to put together and what I'm excited to see. We have the Corsair Xeneon Flex.
It's big.
You look at the Flex, you had to move it over here. So I had to beg Corsair to send this over, by the way, because they don't actually make this anymore. Our Corsair rep is absolutely awesome and hunted this thing down, found one just waiting for us. It's a big monitor, but as Jackson kind of teased in the intro, it has an interesting feature.
Yeah, the whole idea behind it is if you like a flat panel, it's flat. But also if you like a curved panel, you can quite literally flex it and curve it. I don't know how much you'll be able to bend it. That's a big stand, dude.
I can answer that question for you. So this is a 45-inch 1440p ultra-wide gaming monitor with a 240 Hz refresh rate, and it's a bendable OLED panel. You can go from completely flat to 800R curvature by bending it.
I think 800R is like pretty aggressive.
That is actually a really aggressive curve. So here's our massive stand, by the way. I guess we should go over prices for most stuff as we go throughout this. This monitor, when you could buy it, is a $2,000 monitor. I don't think Joe even knew the price of that. $2,000 for this monitor.
That's kind of the theme of this though, is almost everything obscure you gotta think they make less of typically, so usually it costs more.
All right, let's get this stand out, put this on our desk. Yeah, when we were playing this, being a 45-inch monitor, we needed a big old desk to be able to house this thing. Kind of like that. It almost feels too small, to be honest. There she is. Wow. Look at that OLED panel. Oh God, I actually hit that on the table.
It's so weird that it's like flexible because it doesn't look like it's gonna be flex. It just looks normal.
All right, so these are the ports.
Oh, that's the port. I guess because it's bendable, so they needed to put a lot of like the motherboard and stuff is probably in here. Otherwise, you'd be bending the PCB.
Like that NOCN monitor from our monitor roundup.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, it's so it's like glossy on the back because it's just the panel. So
no, it's a reverse monitor. It's two-sided.
All right, surprisingly light, I'll be honest.
And this is one where you have to press like the buttons, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm scared holding.
I remember seeing a demo of this like a long time ago and thinking, we'll never see that.
Well, but here it is. We have it. And I wonder, Corsair, you all can comment down below if you're watching. Why did you guys stop selling this monitor, actually? Is it more like a niche product that just didn't end up selling, or just cost of production, or all of the above? I'm actually curious. And I mean, it is an OLED. The fact that it's an OLED just makes it seem crazier to me that you would bend it. I don't know, just something about that.
It is the right screen type, though, because it's so thin.
It is very thin. It makes it easier to bend.
And I guess since it's a single panel, you don't have a LCD with a, I guess, what, LCD and LED?
Yeah, this thing is insane looking. All right.
I'm bending it.
You're bending it?
No, we can take this off.
Let's take the peel off. There you go, peel.
It's a really good peel.
All right, so I guess the bend part, you pull these handles out.
Oh, right, and then you just, oh, yeah, dude, it's doing it.
I feel like you need, okay.
You see, well, the real question is, what's the stopping point?
Okay, so I feel like it is hard to get on camera, because I think you have to hold it at
come
once.
from the side, Jonah.
All right, so you grab. Oh, this feels so bad. When do I stop? Does it make me stop at any point?
Just stop now. Stop now, Matt.
No, Matt, I think it can go more.
Actually, I think it stops right here. And I will say it's curved, but it's not like insanely curved.
That's a pretty aggressive curve.
Oh, it can go backwards too. Oh!
All right, it's like unevenly. This side's curved and this side's flat right now.
All right, let's just leave it on curved mode right now. Okay, this thing scares me. I want to see what it looks like hooked up. We don't have a PC in here.
In here.
We don't have a PC in here yet, but we will when we test this. But let's just get everything plugged up and then move on to something else. I'm curious to see what this panel looks like.
So we brought in a PC. This one's, it kind of makes sense actually. It's a 5090 build with the 9850X 3D. The monitor works. We got it set to where I bent it a little more and it like locked, it like clicked. So I either broke the screen or this is as far as it goes.
But look at that curvature, baby. That thing is curved. Me personally, I know the science behind a curved monitor and it's really nice. I've never been a huge fan of them, even though I say I just swapped to a curved monitor at home. That is my curved monitor, I'm stuck with it. I just never really liked curved monitors. I like the idea of being mixed between the two, but I can understand why this thing hasn't sold as much, because that is expensive for a monitor, even an OLED, but it's a really big OLED panel.
It's also the kind of thing too where it's like, when are you gonna change? Now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm like, I feel like you get it.
I need to game.
Yeah, I'm going flat.
I'm going flat today. This just looks so wrong when you're doing it.
It feels horrible.
It just feels really horrible.
We say it feels horrible. I mean, it feels like you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, it feels very wrong. Monitor is here. That's a big chunk of the money. Take a guess down below while you're watching how much this setup is going to be, including everything, because we think it's going to be well past 5 figures when we're talking about the amount of money invested in this. Zach, what is next?
The next piece of the setup is one that we did not account for. It is the throne upon which I sit. We have an autofull gaming chair. And yes, this looks like a normal gaming chair, but the cool thing about it is it has built-in massage, heating, and cooling. You can cool your butt while you game.
So this was an ad we did for Autofull, and this chair happened to be here when planning this, and we were like, we were gonna include a chair, but since there's a chair that literally has features that most chairs don't have, especially the cooling features, you had to throw it in. The price of the chair isn't even that insane. I think it's around $500 something.
Yeah, it's $500, and there's only so much you can do with a unique gaming chair, but the fact that it has heating, cooling, and vibration built in, I feel like that's enough to squeeze its way into this setup. So who wants to get their tush vibrated? Let me go ahead and turn on the vibration to max. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and heat up dinner while I'm at it. Let me turn on the butt warm up.
My booty's getting warm. Oh wait, that's a long vibration. Oh yeah.
So,
it's getting warm.
I was gonna say, do you like the vibration?
It's not horrible. It felt like I was at a desk working for like 5 or 6 hours, like long term, like locked in. I would turn that on just as like, you know, just to feel something. Just I want to feel something instead of my numb ass at the time. Yeah, it's getting warm. Can we swap to air mode?
Let's turn on the air mode.
I need my butt's burning.
I'm turning off the vibration, and we're turning on the fan to max.
You can really hear it.
Oh, you can feel that. Here we go.
Oh, just farts.
You hear that fan? Oh,
I feel like we need to test something real quick. Stand up, Matt. Let's see how powerful the airflow is. Can it? No, it's not even moving that.
Oh, it's like an air hockey table.
All right, let's pull it up to our desk here. I feel very immersed right now.
I will say, we don't mess with, we haven't talked about the desk a lot, and not that we really need to, but this is like $1,000 desk. Not that there's anything weird about it, we just would normally never go out of a way to buy a desk this expensive.
This looks pretty cool.
But it looks good. I mean, this looks executive.
This looks very professional. Let's see, once that thing's been running for a bit, that seat is icy cold.
The one downside of this chair is you do have to plug it into something to power it. We're using a power bank. That way we don't have to like plug it into an outlet or a PC.
We got about 5 hours left.
It's only pulling 4 watts. So, I mean, it doesn't pull a lot of power. I think if you have multiple things running, I tested it, I turned on everything, it only pulled 10 watts.
So that battery is at 29%. Imagine you just had that in your bag. You could probably get a couple days of use out of just a battery bank without even like...
Too.
And then there's a little cable pouch in the back, so you can just tuck it right in.
The real move is like you're in a sweaty Valorant game and you kick it on like during halftime.
All right, Zach. We got the chair. We got the monitor. Let's push this bad boy in. What we got next?
I think next we will jump to our audio solution.
This is the
Cololight GCS speaker, and how it's going to work is it's going to clip to the chair and, like a curved monitor, be around you.
Now, to kind of explain this, we did a full video on this a while back.
Full sponsor project. This isn't sponsored by them, by the way, but we did a sponsor project with them.
And we got them to send another one, so shout out. Thank you so much for that. But basically, it literally clips onto the back of your chair. I will say, it looks interesting, and there is cables involved, so that's something to keep in mind.
Now, I don't know what the improvements are, but Cololight did say this is an improved version. These are popular with sim racing setups now, so that's kind of the thing that people recommend, because I can see the whole audio immersion thing for that scenario.
And it does sound really good. I mean, when we did it before, they call it the world's first 7.1.2 channel audio. It does really immerse you. It's just, it's a lot, you know, and it's a big, how much is this again?
So it's $700 MSRP. Right now, it is $400.
Let's pause, and Jonah will update you if we have any info on this. We're scared.
Oh my fuck.
All right, it took all our minds collectively to figure this out, but we have this mount. It seems like it comes with another mount,
extra.
but I don't remember this from the original one. This is the mounting I normally remember, just the strap setup that you add to your chair. You run the straps through, this back piece holds the speaker, and then you add on the antennas, and now you have sound around you.
I will say, just disclaimer too, before anyone calls us out, we did cross the straps and one of them's twisted. It's on
fine.
there.
It's on there.
So
it's
just
fine.
don't follow our lead.
And to be honest, the setup was not that bad. It took us like, after we figured out what we were supposed to do, we just can't read. It took like 5 minutes. So
I'm gonna tighten
if you're
it down
smart,
a
you
little
can
bit
probably
more.
get it done in 3.
I believe the best audio solution normally is over HDMI. So that's actually how you get the surround sound, because it'll take that and you'd use the application, I believe, on there. We'll get that all configured before we do the full
It took us a while to figure out before.
Yeah, it did take us a while to figure out before to actually get it right.
I didn't realize there was big instructions on this.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wow, we're brain dead. We should have used that. That's fine. We are hooked up. I heard some audio come through it. Obviously, we have no peripherals to set this up yet. So once we get into gaming, we'll have everything set up so you can hear all the sound and everything. But we got to move on to the next product, Zach.
Give me a number 1 through 3.
Jackson. 3.
We're going big. We're going crazy. We're going heavy. This is your mouse pad.
I'm guessing this is made from a non-cloth material, Zach.
Yes, so Wallhack was nice enough to send us 2, not 1, but 2 of their glass mouse pads. We have the SP005 and the CR005. SP is speed, CR is control. I think they're gonna have a great time trying them. I personally use a glass pad at home. I love it. So a lot of people like glass mouse pads because they're more consistent and they're durable. You buy one, it lasts your entire life unless you drop it or smash it in a fit of rage during Valorant. They're nice because cloth mouse pads, they get dirty, they get slow spot. Downside, glass is very fast. Glass is hard to get used to, and also it makes noise when you use it, which some people with autism might not like that.
And it gets sticky.
And it gets sticky, which is why you get a sleeve.
I feel like Bucky right now. What is it? What's his old sound?
Oh, good!
So you recommend we use the SP for this?
SP is their most popular and the speed-oriented pad that they've been making the longest, so I think going with that is the one to go with. We can try the control one as well just to see if we notice a difference, but I would say the SP is the more popular.
Control one's just like sandpaper.
Yeah.
Now we call this an obscure setup. I will say glass pads of all the things in this are probably the one that's kind of more mainstream.
The most reasonable.
The most reasonable that some people do actually use and recommend. I mean, the guy right here actually uses them. So again, this is just a little bit different for the average gamer that may not think about a glass mouse pad when they're building their setup. So let's see what this thing looks like.
One thing with glass also is typically you want to use specific feet for your mouse skates, as they say, and if you use normal skates or full-size skates, it's going to feel crunchy and gross. You don't want to use full-size skates. A lot of people use smaller dot skates that are made specifically for glass to make the experience a lot better.
This is like insane. Look at these latches.
That's reusable.
Unbox experience is kind of crazy.
There, you lift her up. Here she is. So how much are these,
Oh,
Zach?
mouse skate sample in here, so you can try out different skates, alcohol wipes to clear it, stickers, microfiber. So
Right.
$130 for the glass mouse pad. A little expensive, but like I said, one-time purchase. You don't have to buy another one unless you break it.
It is sturdy. I mean, I'll give them that. And it looks fine. I mean, I'm someone who definitely prefers like an extended desk mat for my setup, but this is for performance. Like if you are a gamer that'll take advantage of this, this is the kind of tech that you would use with a sleeve and you are just grinding like crazy in games, you'll get more performance that way.
Cold.
It is very cold to the touch as well, but you know what I like about this? I don't have to assemble anything. Here it is. It's ready to go. Zach, what is next?
I'm gonna light up the runway with something from my personal collection.
Oh god.
We have the G-Wolves Fenrir ASIM. This is a gaming mouse, a totally normal gaming mouse that costs like $130. It's 20 grams of weight, which is pretty lightweight, and it is a 8K polling rate mouse with a 3950 sensor. Totally normal, nothing weird about it. Go ahead and open the box.
So totally, I mean, the box is insane, first of all. I mean, look at this thing. Arr, I'm turning into a wolf now. It has a carrying case. Okay. It looks like a little suitcase. All right, let's open it up. What the heck? Is this a joke? Where's the other half of my mouse? Oh my goodness, this thing is
Does it
ridiculous.
already have the dot skates on it too?
It does have some dot skates, and Zach was talking about needing these.
We'll put on some of Wallhacks. Those are my old, crusty, nasty ones. No clue what's on there.
We'll see how they
Put
glide
on some
right
fresh
now.
ones, you know?
Let's see.
Dude, that thing is slick. Oh my god, do you hear this scratchiness?
That's the downside of glass. If you hear a scratch like that, it means there's dust or hair, and you have to do a little wipe.
I mean, this thing glides. I mean, I will say.
And they call that a fingertip mouse, right?
Yes, that is a fingertip mouse because you're supposed to just use it with your fingertips. Since it's so lightweight and like you use such a loose grip to hold it, it's supposed to be an extension of your hand to make it a lot easier to use, but also you have no resistance, so if you suck, you're gonna suck even more. I think it's around 20 grams. There is a newer version of that mouse called the Fenrir Pro, I think, and I think that's 18 grams. That's the older ASIM.
This thing is so crazy looking.
Asymmetrical.
And putting on dot skates is quite easy. Just take the dot, you find a good little spot for it to live.
All right, so little update. We got our skates on. Which ones are these, Zach?
These are the PTFE.
PTFE skates. It's pretty good. Oh my god, dude, this thing's slick. I don't know, we'll have to game on it. But we need another product, Zach. Come on.
Up next, we have our keyboard. This is the Azeron Cyborg. You might be wondering how a keyboard could be freak mode. We're about to find out. So it is a keyboard alternative. It is a gaming macro pad. It has I think up to 30 mappable inputs. You use one hand to use it, but it also has a analog joystick on it that you can bind to be like WASD, so 8 directional movement, or you can do a 360-degree rotation. So you're supposed to use your thumb to kind of get the movement like WASD, and your other fingers are free for all inputs.
If you're wondering what that looks like, it looks like this. This is what you're getting. Now, yes, Jackson brings up a good point. This doesn't replace an actual keyboard, and the idea we had with this is most normal keyboards, unless you get maybe a split keyboard or something crazy like that, it's not super crazy. We're mainly trying to get the gaming aspect of it. We'll still have to plug up a keyboard as a secondary get into game type situation, most likely. Shout out to them, by the way. Azeron, they sent this over to us. They configured it specifically. You measured our hands even for this, didn't you?
Yeah, they have different sizes, and they want to know your hand size. That way it kind of fits a little bit better. So turns out we have large hands, so I had to get the large size.
All right, see what this thing looks like.
And a lot of this is 3D printed, right?
I think so.
It looked 3D printed in the initial.
And how much is this one?
220, 250, somewhere in that ballpark.
That is very niche.
Dude, it looks like a hand, like a robot hand.
But I remember there was somebody who watched our video where Zach came in and measured our hands for this a while ago, and the guy was coming to our stream constantly being like, I'm excited to see you test this thing out because I've always wanted to see what they look like. So here we go. Yeah, look at this thing right here. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
Bunch of Azeron switches or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
dude, look at this.
That's gonna be.
Look at these bits. This is where all the money's going. A fancy ass screwdriver.
Okay, I guess we'll get this set up on here. We're not gonna get it precisely to everyone's needs, but we'll get it.
We'll change it a little bit.
Change it a little bit. Let Daddy sit down and figure this out.
All right, so Zach, you spent a couple minutes, or maybe 20, maybe 30, kind of getting the Azeron set up and morphed to a human hand. So you want to show them what all you got?
So I wouldn't say it's to a human hand, it's to my gremlin hands, and it's a very loose, I try to do a more generic approach to it. So as you can see, all my fingers tuck in kind of nicely. The pinky, I didn't finish adjusting all the way, but everything else is very close to where you can just raise your thumbs and actuate all these top ones, and then each input, there's one in the back, one in the front, and then you have extra ones right here too. If you kind of push your finger down, then point your finger out as that. So
Anybody who can use half of these, I applaud.
it's gonna be interesting to try it out. And then thumbsticks right here. And then there's also this magnetic stand, and I figured out how that works. So goes on like so, and then you can use this to change the angle of attack. So like, if you really want to get something freak mode going, this locks. I haven't locked it yet. I have it loose so we can just try it out. So you can get some real mean, nasty lean to it, and then you can also just make it flat. If you can get used to this and you adjust it and spend a lot of time getting it perfectly catered to your hands, I can see the appeal. The muscle memory and getting used to this is gonna be insane.
We're too
because
old.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm gonna use my pointer finger to press down on this, and my other fingers come down with it. I'm like, I can't individually control one finger at a time. I'm unk status, so it'll be fun to try out.
We got to download the software, obviously, and again, in the hope of finishing at this point, we're going to get the last part of the setup that we have left. And yeah, there's one more thing. Okay, so we have our audio for our chair, but we need a way to communicate with our gamer friends in Discord.
If you have any.
If you have any. If you don't have any, totally skip this step. But if you are a passionate gamer, I mean, the guy behind the camera is a passionate gamer from what I've heard. He definitely screams a lot in competitive games. You need a way to suppress that noise, because those significant others and other people in your life do not need to hear you screaming those naughty words I know you're screaming in Discord. And I think we have a solution for that. Meet the gamer muzzle, the Vekta from Metadox. Yeah, that's the name, Metadox. They sent this thing over for us to use. It is exactly what you see it is. It is a gamer muzzle where you basically put it on, it lowers your decibels of your screams, and it has a microphone built in that we will be testing, so you can actually talk to your friends inside this mask.
Is the mic wireless?
I believe not, because I would assume it plugs up to something. Oh, here we go. We got a USB cable. So here's our USB cable. It's C to A.
Here's a talking test so you can try and hear what I sound like. Am I quiet?
It genuinely probably is knocking off like a good like 20 to 30 decibels right now.
I'm gonna scream as loud as I can.
All right, so here we go. I mean, that sounds
Dude,
like you
that's
were holding like a
crazy.
normal conversation like level when you do that. Like, that's actually really good.
The downside is the seal is really tight, so whenever I ever breathe, I can feel it like reverberate and move. Like,
And this time I have the price for this thing, by the way. Do you want to guess the price? I don't know if you know the price.
No, I've never. I have not looked this thing up.
Are you sure though?
I'm gonna say 200.
$200.
Okay.
That thing is $200.
I don't know who you're gonna talk to with this on because you can't have friends. I don't know, man.
I'm curious how good the mic sounds, especially with like so much air in here.
We looked up videos and they sounded fine.
It sounds fine.
we'll see.
So that's the setup. It's not
Zach, come
completely
sit.
put together, but yeah, sit down right here. Show everyone what we got going on here.
Here, wait. Put the sleeve on. Put the
Yeah,
sleeve
put the
on.
sleeve on. Put the sleeve on.
Wow.
This is
the anti-hater setup, baby. So look at the mouse and the
and look
sleeve.
at the person.
I was born the dog.
Oh, I already made him do that. I also said cue the pyro talking like.
Zach, scream real quick.
Can we keep this in the other room where he does that stupid laugh?
Oh yeah,
Yes, this is
it's still too loud. It's still too loud.
It's still a little too loud. But hey, we got everything on the desk. We got to configure the software for the Azeron. We got to get that all plugged up. I don't know what just fell on the floor. We'll
Someone's
get everything
phone.
ready to actually game on it, and then we'll be messing around with this setup for a bit to see what it's like. We'll get a total on screen here too. We think it's lots of money. It could be lots of money right here. Let's cut to the next day.
Hi everyone, I'm here to test out the freak mode setup, and let me tell you, it is very, very freaky. First thoughts is the Cololight surround sound. It'd be surround sounding. It sounds good. I feel like I can input sounds or take in sounds pretty well.
He's
with it.
inputting properly.
As a glass pad user already and someone who had this mouse, I like the mouse and mouse pad a lot. I think the freakiest part of the setup for me so far is the Azeron. The muzzle too. Yeah, monitor looks beautiful. I really like the fact you can go between curved and flat, but as we said earlier, I don't know when I would switch it necessarily.
Right now.
Like, I need to lock in. Let me make it straight. I perform better when it's straight. The longer I use the Azeron, the more like fluid it kind of feels. Like, the joystick, we had to calibrate because the stock settings for the joystick was a little freaky, but now that it's changed, it feels a lot more intuitive. And I'm learning more and more keybinds. I thought I'd move that. I'm learning more and more keybinds as we go on. Like, look, I can jump, I can crouch, and that's all I need. I can reload too. I think it would take like upwards of a month to get fully immersed and used to using it. It is quite a drastic change, especially with the joystick for movement. That's like the easiest thing to adjust to, but all the inputs, they're very light, which is good for gaming because, you know, you want light actuation, but it means a lot of misclicks also. So that's one thing I'm getting used to is like right there, I accidentally opened my chat. You have the world at your fingertips, but you don't know what the worlds are.
Wait, buddy, your seat's not cool. You're sweating, I can tell.
Yeah, I need to cool my ass off real. Okay, how do I pull out my pistol?
Well, warm him
Okay,
up.
it's not that. Oh, I'm vibrating.
He's vibrating.
Oh god, what am I doing?
You gotta vibrate and get
So
some air
that's
on your
not
ass.
that. Is it? Nope, that's chat again. Oh,
Did we just build the most overstimulating setup?
I just switched to a random weapon.
If you get overstimulated easy, the setup's not for you.
I feel like the surround sound also like really adds an element of overstimulation too, because it sounds like I'm actually in a war zone. Oh,
Put it on, buddy. He has to fully immerse himself.
it's time to get serious.
You want to hear what he sounds like outside of it.
There's just so much going on. I feel worse already.
Do you feel ill?
He's having trouble breathing now.
Wait, is this the PC Gamer torture chamber?
Get 10 consecutive kills and you can leave.
Oh, he's actually, maybe he performs better under pain. Oh, he's kind of cracked right now.
I'm locked the fuck in.
8?
Oh! 10 bullets? Oh!
I'm locked the fuck in.
Oh!
He's clocking in his shift. Nobody's even looking at him.
Yo, he's
He's
flying.
untouchable.
Ruff! Ruff!
Oh, that's a OLED dog.
Imagine like beating someone in a game and just sending them a picture of you like this.
I don't even know if they can understand what he's saying over that.
Like, yeah, bro, look what I'm playing with.
Out of everything we got in here, what would you say is better or worse than you expected?
Oh, hold on, give me a second to unmask. So I feel like just going for mouse and mousepad would be the easy cop out because like I already like light mice. I think a fingertip mouse isn't as weird as you would expect. Like, it's not that different, honestly. I mean, I feel like if you're somewhat capable of a gamer, you can make the adjustment. I think the speakers are better than I expected. The monitor, I expected to be kind of good because it's, you know, the Cyborg 2 kind of surprised me. I expected it to be a lot less usable straight out the box. I thought it'd be a way bigger learning curve to get used to it. The fact I'm able to like somewhat competently game on it right out the box is impressive. I am getting some misinputs, but like compared to somebody first using a keyboard for the very first time, I feel like it's very comparable to that experience. Like, it's that same thing where you have to think about what you're doing actively, but it's not it's not the worst thing in the world. The one thing I don't like about the Azeron is it's like a double-edged sword of like everything is really light to actuate, which is great because you want fast actuations, but it means a lot of misinputs when you're not used to having your hand in there. And like, I'm just a chud and like, I'll go to push down with my pointer finger and my other fingers want to come down with it. Like, I don't have independent control of my fingers, I'm learning.
Well, there's Zach's gaming experience. Let's get Jackson in here, and it looks like we have Apex installed, so he has to play Apex.
All right, guys, so this is my first time.
This would be a good point where we're talking about the software. The software is very intuitive when you set it up, but just like anything that has this much like layering to it and compatibility, you do kind of need to check and program it the way you want and take the time to actually do it. It's something that you're gonna want to set to your exact needs and what makes sense for you.
Yeah, okay, so kind of here's where I'm at so far. First of all, the speakers they're loud. They're insane. I've always liked good speakers, good headphones, good speakers. I don't care for how much it costs. I don't really even care how it looks. I literally just care that I have good bass, just good audio is what I would say. I feel like every time we get the speaker, I judge it because it's huge.
It is.
It's funny looking, but honestly, it sounds really good. And you really do get surround sound. You can tell where stuff's actually coming from. The mouse is also surprisingly good. If someone just gave this to me and said like you have to game on this forever, I'd be like, okay. I already hold my mouse like this. I hold it with like a fingertip grip. Normally the back of my hand would be resting on it. I will say it being light because I'm resting on the table, it doesn't matter to me that it weighs 20 grams. I just know that it's perfectly usable. The mouse pad, really it's not bad because I'm able to rest my hand on it and use that as an anchor. I think if I played like this mouse pad would be way too slidey for me. It would take me at least, I'd say, a week to get used to this mouse pad. The Azeron, is it for me? No. The way I see it is I'm a keyboard and mouse player. Doing something analog, I just don't really like controller, and in my mind, I'm like, a game like Apex, I don't have a ton of keybinds. So realistically, if I wanted to get kind of freaky and let's just say do a mouse and a controller, you can do that. There's people who play like that, even professionals, where they use a controller in one hand and a mouse in the other. I could just do that with this, and I wouldn't be hitting so many inputs and stuff, and to be a little more intuitive, but it's cool. It's just, you know, I don't know if I'd spend 200 something on it, me personally, but I think it's cool for the right person. No, the monitor's sick, without a doubt. I've always liked ultra-wides. I wouldn't want to run one personally, at least not right now in my life. I like having two. The chair is really nice too. Honestly, the air blowing on my butt, it's pretty cool right now.
It's doing something for him.
The massage feature is goofy. I don't think I'd really use that. Everything is like usable is the way I would put it. Like this is all unique. Would I prefer any of it over what I have now? No, there's nothing that I see here that I'm like, oh, this is it. The only thing would maybe, the ultra wide's cool. It's OLED too, so it looks nice. Everything else though, I'm like, yeah, I could do without.
All right, guys, this is definitely not how I would typically play Black Myth Wukong, I'll be honest with you. Especially we got the sleeve on, we got the mouse. I normally would just use a controller, but we're gonna play it this way. We did not have the bass cranked up. We do now. I don't even sprint. Okay, that's how I do that. Nice. The audio is immersive. Very freaking immersive. Get me out of here. Yo, this is not going well.
He has you cornered.
The mouse pad, fine. I mean, I made the joke, like a glass mouse pad kind of feels like a cooling pad for you. Yes, I'm cheating. The mouse, I don't think feels too out of the norm. I've gotten used to it pretty quickly. I've been messing around with this morning, actually getting good use out of it. Monitor's great. It's a really nice OLED. I will say at this size, I've actually tested 5K, 2K panels that are higher resolution that are smaller size than this, so the pixel density is a bit better. You can see the pixel density on this, especially for the price of the monitor. I personally would not pay this much for one, but to be fair, I don't think many people were, considering Corsair is not selling it anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm overstimulated. That was difficult. Honestly, it probably would have been a little more intuitive for me if I actually played this game on keyboard and mouse coming out of the gate, but I mainly played it on controller. I really like good parts of the setup. Monitor, really like. The Cyborg 2 is one of those things where, like, if I was in a position where, like, I feel like if I was, like, dealing with carpal tunnel, I couldn't get an ergonomic setup, I could consider myself trying something like this and keeping it very basic, but I think someone who should buy this is someone who would be a power user who would actually use these top fingers, the ones on the side. Like, you would map the crap out of this thing and have a lot of cool things. We're actually gonna bring in McAllister, our video editor, because he was looking at this and he's like, imagine if I spent like a month trying to like put keybinds on this thing for video editing. You could just be flying through video edits with this thing. Chair's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty solid chair, and the audio, man, this stuff is good overall, but the mask. Let's go ahead and show you guys some sound tests we did. We did some mic tests with this. You'll hear some of the problems with it. And also, again, it has its use case. It's just, whenever you make a muzzle for gamers, where there's gonna be a bit of a joke about it. Like, I mean, come on now.
All right, guys, what you're listening to right now is the Metadox Vekta microphone that is built into this sound suppressing mask that is as we joke around, it's basically like a gamer muzzle. I don't know if I have a great fit on this mask because when I'm talking, it's actually pushing up a bit on my nose, which is causing this like air effect, and also like my nose is pitched noise while I'm talking, so the audio might sound weird inside this when I'm actually talking. I feel like your nose does need to be a little bit out so you can actually talk normally and still suppress your microphone. Again, we're testing this with multiple people, so one size fits all is not going to be perfect. You do want to follow their measuring guide to get this exactly the way to fit your face, and they do show you detailed instructions on how to measure to make sure you get the right size. And also that breathing thing I just did. I kind of had to like breathe in as I was talking. And as someone with facial hair, I will say, it does kind of push up on your facial hair and makes it a little bit of an itchy experience. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, but if you're a gamer and you desperately want something that allows you to separate yourself from, well, interrupting anyone else around you, and you want to be able to scream like, ah! Again, I don't know how loud that actually was, but ah! Yeah, that's the mic test of this very interesting device.
All right, McAllister, welcome to the immersion simulator, or the gamer torture chamber, whatever you want to look at it.
I can't tell. Yeah, I'm also confused on how I feel about this. This feels like when you first get introduced to like the Wii, and you're like, wow, the Wii's kind of crazy. Like, it's a different way of playing games. I don't envy going back and playing the Wii, for instance, but it is kind of fun to like test something out, like feel a different experience. This specifically, I think I like maybe more than, I don't know if anyone else liked it a lot, but the idea of being good at this thing, what's this called?
So it's the Cyborg 2 from Azeron.
And I have no clue what my volume is right now. I should not have started a gunfight before trying to explain anything. It is so loud, it's actually unbelievable to... What? How do I turn it off? Something... Oh my god, please. I am being killed here. Someone get me out. I need just a moment. I'm like... Oh my god.
Oh, are you overstimulated?
I've never been overstimulated by a setup, but this is incredibly something. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Wait, let me blow some air on your ass real quick and vibrate.
God, why is it doing that?
You gotta muzzle yourself too.
No, dude, I think I'm good. How do I turn off the thing beneath me? Actually, this is too much. So I can say, I'm not going back in. I'm not doing it. It's too much. It's too much.
Well, guys, it took a lot of time between setting this whole entire thing up because we had to build multiple things, and on top of that, just kind of figuring out some of the software, some of the controls. Overall, it's pretty cool. We kind of kept making the joke this is like the overstimulation chamber because obviously most people wouldn't buy all of this stuff together. You're not going to buy the crazy surround sound along with the Azeron, probably going to do one or the other. I think we could all probably learn one at a time, but when you combine all of these new things at once, it's kind of insane.
So this is one of the more fun setups, and shout out to all the companies that did send the stuff over. Really appreciate it. Really, that was the only way to make this entire setup possible, was definitely reaching out to these brands, getting some cool stuff we normally wouldn't test, and put it all into one setup and just kind of diving deep into it. We all kind of took away our favorite things from the setup, and we want to hear from you guys. If you're somebody who daily drives one of these devices, I feel like there's a lot of people who may use the Cyborg 2 and maybe daily drive it, and you have other use cases for it. Let us know down below. Or if maybe you want to buy some of the stuff from this setup, maybe one of the things really caught your eye, links in the description down below will be affiliate links. They will help us out.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So most of these peripherals will be for sale at PCBros.tech. Yeah, we got normal stuff and we got obscure stuff.
PCBros.tech, our PC selling business. If you guys come in person to Louisville, Kentucky, we have a storefront where we'll probably have most of the setup set up and ready to go. And you can buy it today. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.